It's not even conceivable. That's worse than Afghanistan, I hate to say it. That's worse than any war zone that we're in by a lot. It makes them look like tame places by comparison, so we're not going to let it go on. We're not supposed to wait for them to call, but they don't call.
Donald Trump is coming after everyone, and Durk and his crew is one of the targets who's hot on the president's radar. But what did Durk even do to get the attention of Trump and one of the most brutal, crime-busting organizations in the U.S.? It's an unusual story with a lot of smoke, but it's never a small case if the president is involved, much more with one of Chi-Town's biggest rap dogs. And if Durk goes down, that means trouble for everyone connected to him, including Quando Rondo. So let's get into it and see what's up. Now, if you have been following Durk, then you know everything started in 2020 when Durk's right-hand man, King Von, was gunned down on the streets of Atlanta. Lil Durk was hit hard and heavy by the loss cuz Von was like his brother. They had been through the trenches together. Fast forward to August 2022, news broke out from LA that there was another incident and also a victim. The victim turned out to be Saviella Robinson, aka Lil Pap. And guess what? Saviella was the cuz of rapper Quando Rondo. You all know Quando, the major suspect for the hit on Von. Yeah, so the streets did simple math on these events and started whispering. This was payback from Lil Durk, and he was actually targeting Quando himself. But Pub was caught in the crossfire. Anyway, that's just a summary of how it went down, and it looked like the score got squared. Then enter the feds. 8 months after winning a Grammy, Durk was chilling in Florida in October 2024 when he was arrested. Folks were left confused as no one knew the reason for the arrest. Meanwhile, hours before they put the cuffs on Durk, 5 of his guys from his Only the Family collective were taken into custody. This clearly suggested that the arrest was no coincidence. It was a high-level, organized operation.
Chicago rapper Lil Durk could be linked to a second murder for hire plot, this time in Chicago. These are images of the gunman who shot and killed Stefan Mack in 2022. Prosecutors say Mack was outside the Youth Peace Center of Roseland when he was gunned down. The FBI linked the 2 men charged with Mack's murder to Durk using texts and confidential informants. The feds believe this was revenge for the death of Lil Durk's brother. To be clear, Lil Durk has not been charged in Mack's murder.
Then a few days later, a federal indictment out of LA sent shockwaves through the whole of Chicago, saying Durk and his crew were rappers by day and criminals by night. They pinned and the attempted murder of Quando on the crew. Now guess what empowered the feds to carry out the operation? The RICO Act. So prosecutors are saying OTF is an organized gang and Durk is the one running things. Now, where does Trump fit in this situation? Truth is, Trump has been mouthing heavy about crime, especially in Chi-Town. This was even before he returned as president. Back in 2023, he called out the city's violence.
And then you look at Chicago. What's going on in Chicago? I said the other day, what the hell is going on?
And your boy Durk even clapped back saying Trump didn't get it.
I really don't pay no mind, because there's violence everywhere. You can get self-defense everywhere, you can kill anywhere, you can stab anywhere, you can choke anywhere, you can whip anywhere. It just, every city has their moment of the rates. Like, every city has their rates. If you look up right now, who got the most right now in Chicago, probably.
Right. Yeah, per capita, it's those other places I mentioned.
That's what I'm saying. So now the story transpired to that city.
Right.
So that's why I never really comment on it, because you know, every city has its day.
Now that Rico's in place, Durk's in cuffs, and Trump is president, some folks are returning to his response to Trump, saying Trump's had him on a list since that clapback and is now pulling the strings to punish him. Y'all remember what Trump did to his slightly disloyal cab members last time he was in office, so I am definitely not putting it past him. But truth is, Lil Durk got in soup way before Trump's second term. The feds had been watching OTF for years. They did wires, brought in witnesses, and all those. That 2022 incident, the feds had evidence on Durk masterminding everything. The funding, the flight bookings, the phones, everything led back to him. It's heavy stuff, and Rico was the tool they used to rope together into one big case. With Trump running things now, several reports are saying he wants Durk to be locked for a good time, because this is the kind of case that will show he's tough on crime. And with the trial of Durk and the OTF pushed back to October this year, things could get more interesting, because the Rico investigation might lead to Atlanta making Quando their next target.
I wanted to ask Tim a question. Okay, So Tim, I do want to ask you, what does
This water been open.
No, it hasn't.
Lil, throw me one.
No, it's still water.
It's cool. I just don't play about stuff like that. Think somebody's trying to get at me.
If it is confirmed that the hit on Lil Pab was payback, then it automatically opens up the case of King Von, which actually smells like a Rico-worthy case. Why? Remember, it's alleged that what led to Von's passing was his heated social media exchanges with NBA Youngboy, and Youngboy had Quando under his Never Broke Again label at the time. Then again, it won't be Quando's first rodeo with the Rico cause. He pleaded guilty to substance charges in 2023. In fact, he is currently serving a 33-month sentence, which will continue with another 3 years of supervised release. Folks online are raving about Durk pending trial. Many are yapping that the heat was put on him by Trump, and others are saying Durk will be set free. One person said, "Crazy how everyone was calling him lame for not sliding for Von, and now they all going to call him lame for sliding." One user said, "Anytime a rapper's trial gets pushed back hella far, it means the feds don't have enough evidence to tie the suspect in a proper connection, and they're trying to buy some time. But ultimately, the rapper will be set free." Currently, Durk is looking at life in prison if he's found guilty. But what do you all think? Could he walk free, or could Trump actually be flexing on the rap game? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to watch this next video.